Priest John Fite is asking Judge Louis Singletary for a change of venue in his murder case.
Fite's attorney says there's been so much publicity about this case, there's no way Fite can be tried in Hidalgo County and get a fair, unbiased trial. Prosecutors say that's just not true.
The citizens of Hidalgo County wrote laws that said that murder was wrong and that when you commit murder and it's proven, you should be punished.
The state filed this 84-page objection to John Fite's motion to move his trial out of the Rio Grande Valley. Prosecutor Irene Garza says it's insulting for the defense to say that out of more than 432,000 people who are eligible jurors in Hidalgo County, 12 fair and impartial jurors cannot be found here. That's a claim Garza says is hard to sustain.
The pretrial publicity in this case was in fact prejudicial, was in fact biased and prejudiced, but more importantly the fact that the pretrial publicity has reached that point where it cannot be fairly, reasonably, there is no reasonable likelihood that we can obtain a fair and impartial jury to sit in this case.
Defense attorney Oscar Rene Flores called 3 witnesses to the stand today, 2 Hidalgo County residents who said they've heard enough about the case to form their opinions about Fite's guilt or innocence.
I'm no one to judge, but I would say he was guilty.
But when prosecutor Garza cross-examined the same witnesses, both admitted they could put what they heard aside, and they would be fair if a judge asked them to under oath. Expert witness Dr. Brian Edelman also testified for the defense. He's conducted surveys with 329 Hidalgo County residents. The majority said they had heard about the Irene Garza murder, and they believe Fite is guilty.
People that regularly follow the news are more likely to know the details and media items that were widely reported. And then knowing a lot of information, that constellation of case knowledge, has a direct impact on the presumption of guilt of the defendant in this case.
It's been 56 years removed since this young lady was murdered. 56 years have passed, and now somebody walks into a courtroom and says Hidalgo County jurors can't be fair, can't be impartial. They have such a pervasive prejudice against the defendant, he can't receive a fair trial.
Judge Singletary will consider all the testimony and evidence presented in court and rule on a change of venue sometime next week. For now, the judge has set a trial date of September 11th for John Fite, pending the outcome of his ruling.